welcome back to the Barebones Soccer Podcast. Second, we got a guest. We got Matt Wickham. He's at the Rapids, or Pitcast, if you will. It's the official podcast of the Rapids, right?
No, I wish. That's Drew Moore and Mike Rivolo, and they're amazing. Check them out. That's the official Colorado Rapids podcast. They do their rundown off the pitch series where they get to know players. We are the supporters podcast for the Colorado Rapids. We basically pitch our whole deal as for fans by fans.
Yes, love it. And
Guys,
also, what?
I'm really sorry. We haven't cheersed yet.
Well, I guess we ought to do
Priorities.
Sorry.
Cheers.
Cheers
Got my coffee.
to Vald Shanky.
Yeah.
Yet another week of them bringing us together.
Wow.
Yes.
I just spilled all over my leg.
Oh,
I remember my first cider.
Good
You're
job.
not even drinking. Never mind. Never mind. Won't say anything. Never mind.
Reveal everything.
That's it.
No, and the other piece as well that we're going to be talking about with Matt is just soccer in general, your journey with soccer, why you love the beautiful game, your involvement in it from a young age to where you're at now, and your involvement with Street Soccer USA as well. So we want to talk all things soccer, local soccer, pro soccer if you want, American soccer. So let's get into it. Welcome, Matt. How we doing? What's going on?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. Love this place. I think it's such a cool vibe to shoot the show here.
Right?
Really stoked.
Heck
Yeah.
We're stoked to have you on. So give us the rundown of what was soccer as an influence growing up for you? Was it present or did it happen later? Or talk about that.
So I don't want to be buzzkill, but
Yeah.
soccer for me came much later in life. I grew up
It's okay.
a baseball and an American football player. I did 1 year of soccer in middle school, but that was during the point where, the growth spurt hit and the knees didn't work. And it was just a horrible experience.
Yeah.
And then didn't pick it up until I moved to Denver in 2017. I think the thing that really captured my zest for the game is I moved to Denver. I needed to get connected to a city. And so I popped open the Meetup app and I found this pickup down in South Denver, Observatory Park. There's all these West African dudes and they just invited me in. I showed up, the only white kid there for the first match. They would tease me. They're like, Matthew, you run like you have a piano on your back, or take the L like a lion and leave.
Wow.
But I love these guys. They taught me everything.
Really breaking you in.
Early criticism.
But that's the thing is like,
hilarious.
I think the more African guys in particular you play soccer with, they will be highly critical, but they're also highly praising. So you always know when you're doing well and when you're not. And I think that's a huge part of coaching and community. Like
Transparency.
yeah. So that was kind of the spark for me. They taught me the city. I learned through soccer culture, through pickup culture in particular, and got into the Rapids and just kept going.
And how long ago did you find your way to Denver?
So I moved to Colorado in 2011.
From where? Because I've never asked.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even know.
So I'm originally from the eastern shore of Maryland, Salisbury, Maryland. Most people have heard of Ocean City, beach town, tourism. Shout out the Ocean City Nor'easters. We're an amateur soccer team with the coolest name and branding ever.
That sounds pretty.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need to see the brand.
Flash it up
Yeah.
on screen. Like very colorful or like what's
You just have to check it out for yourself.
Do you want to see it? Actually.
Yeah. And then I went to school in North Carolina. After that, moved back to the beach and realized I'd kind of been on the East Coast my whole life and wanted to go out and see some snow. Traded in a surfboard for a snowboard. Came out, moved to Breck, did the snow bum thing, and then moved to Boulder. I came out with the notion of becoming a sommelier, which I did in Boulder for the better part of a decade.
What?
Worked in the wine industry, and
Are you still is that still official for you? Like once you get
you don't lose the title.
That's
There's no.
It's not like being it's not like being
Continuing ahead is just uncorking another.
You don't have to maintain
Wow.
our status.
No.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Actually, There was much pun intended in that. Like
A
that.
lot of very good.
That was incredible. I'm so proud of that. I go home happy today now. Honestly, I'm so satisfied. Go on.
Make sure the captions pick up that perfectly too.
Yeah.
You know,
So good.
Unreal.
Anyway, how long ago was that?
so 2011 was the snow bomb year, 2011 to 2012, 2012 to Boulder. And then for the better part of a decade, I was a sommelier around Boulder. Did wine education, things like that. And then.
Sorry, I'm still smitten by this.
You're still thinking of your joke? You're still
Yeah.
thinking of your joke?
Yeah. It's
Just roll it back.
I'm sorry. It's so good. You guys could be the judge in the comments. Or
I want like a soccer replay style of you telling that joke. Like I want
slow-mo.
circle our faces and show like the movement and reaction
please.
to.
all right, continue. That's enough.
It's gonna happen,
guys.
It's gonna happen. It's probably about to happen.
I can't wait for everybody to tell me it wasn't that funny.
They're just be like, what joke?
Which
Did I
part
miss
you
a
say
joke?
something? Christ. Anyway,
Ian was the only one there for it.
No, I was
Just
there.
kidding.
It might not have made its way across the whole table, but it got here. That's just where you want to hit.
It was right
pretty
there.
good.
50% success rate.
It was pretty good. So anyway, you again with soccer. God, this fly is pissing out. So was soccer a thing previous? Like, how much of soccer was that in your life before you got to Denver and then after?
None.
Zero.
Carolina Panthers fan, Baltimore Orioles fan, tried to get into the Rockies, fell in love with the Nuggets, but soccer really didn't happen for me until I started playing pickup in South Denver. And then, like I said, it was just wildfire. The vibes, the community. I really think, insofar as learning a city and the city that Denver is, there's no better expression of the community and diversity here than you see on a pickup soccer field at a street soccer tournament. Like that's the Denver that should be on every marquee. I feel like that's the truest sense of Denver. Not just your milk markets downtown and your events like that. You're like, no shade milk market. But
no shame.
but no, I wish more people saw maybe some shade. Just,
JK. Great place.
yeah, but I wish more people got to see what I think we all get to see on virtually a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good point because I've thought about that. We've thought about that 1,000 times over. It's like, if there's any part of our lives here that maybe we don't feel like we get that mixed community or a great feel of meeting all types of people when we show up, especially at Saturdays. We go to Saturday at Broomfield and we know instantly it's like, God dang, this is the melting pot.
Yeah.
This is our melting pot right here. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, even just being in Broomfield. You know what I mean?
I'm so curious, speaking of, what you did in this past life, Sommelier, and kind of building more of this community in your area of life and how you're doing that. How did those skills for you translate?
Yes, I think that's a great question.
Yeah.
This was something I always loved to talk about when I was a sommelier. I think I come from really just humble origins, restaurant rat, family owned, a diner, and that ethos of creating hospitable spaces and memorable moments was something just so intrinsic throughout my childhood. Kind of big Eastern Shore of Maryland family. So mom made sure you knew your eighth cousin removed, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You knew the 10th neighbor down the road, that you were always kind of eye level with the people around you.
Yeah.
And I took that into, even in school as a theater kid, I loved telling stories.
Amazing.
I loved trying to bring out emotions in people. And then it was a natural progression in becoming a somm was, I think there's this really beautiful undercurrent of the wine industry in its capacity to be a time machine, a historian, a sense memory fairy tale that you get so caught up with the labels, the prices, but all it really is at its heart is a bottle of juice you open up with your loved ones,
Mhm.
and you kind of remember things together through it.
Yeah.
When I got into the thick of it, I really got into the viticulture sense of the people that are growing the grapes, that are tending to the land, and creating that story that's then going to reach someone's table from the ground up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly what we've all kind of found in soccer is that grassroots storytelling, that grassroots community, that grassroots kind of sense memory of like, I remember that time I was at Broomfield and Dan hit this corner and then we all came together and honestly, he probably should change his deodorant, but we were psyched. Like you have all of these like small pinpoints where the light shines through and I think soccer is really good at reflecting that.
Oh,
Clearly, you
love
just
that.
made all that up because we don't even do corners. So.
Cut it.
He doesn't even know where we're like,
Fake
no
news.
idea
Yeah.
what we're talking
No
about.
corners.
He's full of it. Actually,
I love
But-
that.
I saw set theater. Come on.
I was gonna say I want to go back to that. Talk about theater a little bit and what role does like that creativity, acting, you know, being another person, so to speak, and that kind of thing.
these
play?
two are about to have their moment.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
YouTube kid.
I might even
So
I mean, play some light music now. The lighting lowers down. So tell me more.
Change?
Yeah.
yeah. What else?
I mean, I think acting's just a joyful experience. I think my first stage role when I was freshman in high school was Holocaust kid number 4 in a play about Auschwitz, which isn't, necessarily what you would think is like a highlight and spark sort of performance. But I think it's cool that a high school was doing something like that
Yeah.
and putting that story on stage for its local community. But the acting thing, I think we do it every day. We become different versions of ourselves. We code switch. We are still figuring out what our role is, learning our lines.
Yeah.
But the thing that, and this is totally shout out to Dane Erickson, who's the chairman of the board for street soccer, which will for Denver that we'll talk about
Yeah.
later. But he drew it back because we were talking about this, and he's like, the soccer field is the most authentic space you can occupy because in the stress of the game, figuring out your role in the formation, you can't be anything but the person atop those 2 feet trying to score a goal, service an assist, block a shot.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It all just feels like different shades of doing the same thing. Theater, wine, soccer, community. Like we're all just bringing people and stories together.
Yeah.
Just a different art form. Those are all different mediums
Yeah.
for art. Like I've always been trying to tell people that what barebones soccer is our own art form. Very much adding certain elements to the game, right? And then how we are announcing or commentating when we're here and just creating a unique environment that otherwise maybe didn't exist here or not in many places at all.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I think that's a great point because it's all just mixed media. Like if you guys are playing outside of Welchonky on the pavement that you said was sloped, but still wildly fun to play on. If you're playing outside of RIP Races with a national game up on the screen, if you're playing in Broomfield, like it's the fact that anything can be a soccer campus, anything could be a podcast studio. Like
I would love to cheers to that. Actually,
Ah.
it's fantastic.
Man,
We do this thing. We do this thing every podcast where we try to get as many cheers in as possible. We don't know how.
Okay, let's do a cheers.
Yep.
Is there another cheers? I think we're at 3.
Well, what was
Three.
you have to say what it was too, though. You have to say something now again.
I think cheers to talking about soccer on a Sunday morning or Monday morning. I don't even know what day it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wherever.
All right, fine. Cheers to the Colorado Rapids 2 being the Western
There we
Conference
go.
champions.
Yes.
And heading to Harrison, New Jersey
Also-
this Saturday to face Red Bulls 2 and bring in, they've already brought in the first trophy for the Colorado Rapids organization since 2010.
Damn.
But now they could bring in the first championship since 2010 as well.
Yeah. And also shout out
nice.
to, speaking of that, shout out to C38 for helping us out get free tickets for that yesterday.
Nice.
I don't know if you knew anything about it.
I didn't.
But yeah, we got like several handfuls of tickets handed out for our community.
Some of our people did.
That some people were able to go to. So
Yeah.
It was great. So if you were there, if you weren't there, the official attendance count was 1,291 people, which
Great.
might not sound like
No.
a lot.
Yeah.
But this is, an academy level team.
what's the average age for academy?
I think the average age of this team is going to be probably around 18 and a half.
Yeah.
I think the oldest person playing on the team right now would be Dowda Amadou at 23.
Okay.
Nice.
But yeah, 1,291 people coming out on a Sunday night post Halloween, Dick's Sporting Goods Park, right after the clocks change, and watching this young, amazing team win a trophy. Like,
Yeah.
Job.
that's hype. That's what
So
that's
cool.
what it's for.
Good job,
Yeah.
Rabbits.
Big time.
Everybody, good job, Dick's Sporting.
Yeah.
Good job, C38.
How do these youth academies translate into the pro game? Like, where does that take them? Yeah, cool.
I get-
They've done these conference
Yeah,
matches and stuff.
The average course
Yeah,
that a player might take.
and this can
Kinda
kind of take
from
us
academy.
into youth soccer in
Yeah.
America up to pro. Right?
Yeah.
But also
what
for
you're seeing.
for a good MLS next team, right? Or just good academy team in general, such as Rabbit's second team.
So I think that's an interesting question, and we could probably do a whole show about that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what I really see, because I've had the good fortune this year of covering the trainings for both the first team and the second team. So I'm able to see how two different coaches work. I'm able to see the fluidity because a lot of players do move back and forth. I'm able to see the tactical ideas and then the tactical execution come game day. And what I think the real value of MLS Next Pro versus, say, the USL championship is that teams are doubling down on building an idea, a soccer identity from 12 up, basically. The Rapids have a fantastic academy. Philadelphia Union, Charlotte's developing one.
Okay.
Dallas is famous for that. It's taking these kids through an entire system, kind of like a European model. You'd hear about Arsenal's academy, signing kids at an early age and molding them not just to be a soccer player, not just to be a Colorado Rapids soccer player, but being along that whole journey of becoming a soccer human.
Wow, that's amazing. Love that.
Cheers,
Soccer
cheers.
human. Cheers.
Soccer humans, we are but all.
We're all soccer.
We are but soccer.
This really fascinates me, and where I think a lot of our community and our audience would find interest in is you, like you said, you kind of garnered this passion for the sport a little later in your life and realized, oh, this is something I want to do more of, right? So you started playing, obviously, doing the Pidcast, and then how recent ago was it that you got hired by Street Soccer USA? So talk about that journey and, like, I don't know, maybe some of the things that you did to put yourself in a position to basically have a career in soccer.
I will say, just to take that line,
Yeah.
I think the things I did to put myself in that position was just to seek out people that shared the same ethos, and then they put me in that position. I was very fortunate in that factor. But
I think speaking with you, the times that we have, that's exactly what I was expecting you to say. So Dan's coming to learn Matt, but I was like, I know what he's going to say. I was thinking of it earlier. Like, there is no magic formula, right? To getting around. You just gotta talk to people that share shit with you, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
you find your people, you share what you're passionate about, and then that naturally creates kind of an economy, a culture of scale, and one thing leads to another. And
Yeah.
I was really fortunate. I was telling you guys before the show, I had basically set out for 2025 with two goals. I wanted, by the end of the year, ahead of the World Cup, to officially work in soccer. It's a lot of the stuff I'd done with the nonprofit that we started. I'll get to in a second. The Pidcast for the Rapids, Sum It Up for Denver Summit FC.
Nice.
These were all ways of kind of manifesting, almost manufacturing my place in the soccer ecosystem here in Denver, with an ultimate goal of officially working in soccer for a home World Cup here. That was just something I'd set before myself, and something I feel a bit vindicated in setting a goal like that, but just so immensely humbled by the people that saw the little things I was doing along the way and steered me towards more things that I could do.
Yeah.
So I think the other goal, which is going to get to the nonprofit part of it, was to build a soccer third place. What I've seen, and I think we've talked about this,
Hearing that
Ian.
term a lot.
Yeah, it's a fantastic term.
Honestly, I was not as familiar with it until like very recently.
I mean, I think it's such an old-fashioned cultural institution, and you still see it in a lot of non-American country cultures. But we've become almost so siloed, a little bit too capitalistic, that all of our third places have become transactional and not experiential or cultural. Uh, and so I basically just dove in with both feet trying to get this outdoor recreation center because I kept finding, and we called it Bangarang SC. I'm a huge fan of Hook. But we kept finding we were the lost boys and girls of soccer. We were soccer orphans getting kicked off one field because it'd been purchased, one field because it'd been rented, and basically going anywhere, everywhere, at all times, in all weathers, just to kick a ball around with our friends. So I launched uh, this project with a group of soccer friends that had the same passion, same drive. We started hitting up the Vibrant Denver Bonds meetings, city council meetings, Parks and Rec planning meetings, just to try and basically learn everything we didn't know as we were going, figuring it out along the way, coming up with renderings, talking with partnerships. I was so fortunate to just learn how much I didn't know from like council president Amanda Sandoval, from Councilwoman Florel Vidres. They were so forthcoming with their time and very straightforward with their advice. And through that process, we've kind of built a bit of an incubator of creators, photographers, graphic designers, events planners. I mean, you guys would take a bow real quick. Um, and it's a snowball effect. You find the more and more people that get together at a table like this on a pitch in a parking lot, like it just creates more of those people the next time around. And so I was really lucky in trying to get this park built that I got pointed towards Street Soccer USA, who had already begun the process to build a park in the heart of the city. So, for those of you that are uninitiated, Street Soccer USA is a national nonprofit with the mission of serving the least served. Our tagline is where goals begin. And I really think about that in kind of the goal scorers mentality of you can't score your goals unless you get service. Sure, you can have a worldie and do it all by yourself. But having teammates that put the ball in front of you so you can blaze up the pitch and score that goal, I think that's where street soccer comes in. And that's where Street Soccer Denver specifically wants to come in. We want to kind of take a lot of the conversations we've had and provide some framework, some resourcing behind that. We have immense partnerships with Visa, Bank of America, the Colorado Rapids. Uniqlo does all of our gear, which is just wildly cool to me.
Sick.
Steve Nash, Tim Howard are on our national board. Um, and so the notion of this park here right off 16th Street, it's 15th in Arapahoe. If you haven't seen it, come by. We're doing soccer all the time there now. We got a big blue shipping container, which I hope we get muraled out. Shout out, I don't know if you guys know Armando, if you're listening. I'm gonna chat with you. Want to see if we can get a nice mural on there.
Yes, you did. Murals everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere should be a mural.
You get a mural.
Yeah.
You get a
Yeah,
mural.
we should be murals. If I wasn't so scared of tattoos, I would be.
Dang, yeah. You can change
dude.
that. There's a studio actually on this street.
No,
So just one right popping out.
they're just the neck tattoo. Yeah, okay.
It's actually lying to us.
Soccer ball on the Adam's apple.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
For first tattoo.
Little soccer ball tramp stand.
All right, guys. So we're all gonna chug our drinks. We're gonna walk over to the studio, and we're gonna get this ball is a mirror right on somewhere we can show everyone.
Yeah.
Done?
Done.
Okay.
I'm in.
All right, let's go.
There's our couples tattoo.
Thruple. It's 2025, man.
Thruple. Of course.
Polyfuels are in.
Yeah, our situationship tattoo. Hell yeah, guys.
I'm very down.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
So what exactly, if you want to tell people what exactly is your role with Street Soccer USA Denver? What do you plan to do? What are you looking forward to personally?
Yeah. So right now, Street Soccer Denver consists of kind of 3+1. So definitely shout outs to Sean Stein, who you guys are going to learn about him even more so as he comes in. He's started his own kind of positive coaching program, just multilingual, hugely, especially in the children's and youth coaching scene, space, advocacy, great human. And then he will be the programming manager. So he's going to be doing a lot of our outreach. Like I said, we really aim to do kind of service for the least served. And a lot of that's going to be through children, but also through homeless initiatives. We facilitate the U.S. team to the Children's Street World Cup every 4 years. That'll be in Mexico City this year. And then the Homeless World Cup every year. And that is also going to be in Mexico City. So the Children's Street World Cup will be in Mexico City in May and the Homeless World Cup in August. And these are huge events that get a lot of publicity and really showcase these success stories that come out of street soccer, that come out of basically any of the soccer efforts that we do.
Amazing.
And then Dane Erickson is the chairman of the Denver board for street soccer.
Good.
Fantastic guy. His wife and partner, she hosts Colorado Today on CPR. So shout out to Bozzy. Check out her 12 things you need to know to start your day every morning on CPR. Give that a listen.
Okay.
Dane's a wild story. He's worked on campaigns for Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Mayor Mike Johnson. He started this phenomenal East Congo initiative to help out and resource different communities in East Congo. Studied abroad or did a lot of his studies and anchoring in Asian studies with regard to American interests. So, I mean, probably going to be an ambassador one day if we're being honest. But so it's the three of us, and we're working directly with our chief leadership officer, Tim Helfrich. He is, I'll use his term, we are together kind of building this plane as we're flying it.
Yeah.
And that's four of us that I just mentioned, but it's you guys. It's going to be so much of this community that we need to come and like flap your wings, show us what panels and paint jobs we need to put on this.
Incredible.
Wow.
So cool.
Nuts. So it really seems like there's no limit or end to the kinds of things that you guys could do and get involved in.
I hope the top of the clock tower beside us is the limit. Like that thing's pretty tall.
Yeah. So excuse my ignorance, by the way, for this, but is this a full-time capacity for you now at this point? Have you recently quit a job for this?
So when the pandemic hit, I started a small business walking and training dogs.
Okay.
And yeah, when the wine world stopped, I had to pivot, and so I've been really fortunate with amazing clients to be completely referral based.
Yeah.
To be able to kind of hold over and really focus on the extracurriculars that I was interested in, and now to kind of pull everything together, like this is a pretty dream job for me.
Amazing.
Wow.
I need to talk to you about that because me
Likewise.
and Maddie are trying to have our side hustle in our neighborhood of doing that.
Done.
I think we may need to go in on this
Yeah,
together.
Bare bones dog walkers.
Yeah.
I mean, Bones is in the Bones dogs, like a dog skeleton with the logo too.
We know.
Come
And
on.
okay, so
We
my
know.
partner Allie, she volunteers with Humane Colorado,
Oh,
and they're always looking for partners to do dog adoption events.
Oh,
So
no way.
why not the next street soccer event here at Wall
Come on.
You get that graphic up with the skeleton dog, and you get some doggos out here
man.
to get pets and love and go home with soccer balls.
Why don't we tie that into our upcoming event, which we're not going to give in full detail yet, but
Yeah.
what do you think?
Oh my God.
Tell Kian about it.
So in.
I bet you I'm pretty sure I may be incorrect here, but I feel like they've done something with dogs here before too. And they have something upcoming. They have an upcoming dog event as well.
Now I'm
Oh
gonna
my God.
come home with a dog after that event.
What's wrong with that?
Soccer?
Yeah.
A new puppy?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
I just,
come
I
on,
didn't
come on.
think it would be so soon.
So that's the funny part. So
That's how it goes,
Allie,
man. That's how it
Allie
goes.
volunteers Humane Colorado
That's awesome.
because we can't get a second dog. Not that we can't,
Yeah.
but we have an amazing dog, and I think his name's Amos. I think he very much enjoys being a solo dog household.
No.
So for her to
King
get
of the
her,
castle.
exactly, we always joke that line from White Lotus. I think the North Carolinian family is like, No one has lived better than you, not even the kings and the queens. We tell him that every day. He's very loyal.
Oh, that's so good.
But she's like, I need more dogs in my life. Like, let me go volunteer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
a
great.
good call. That's
No,
a
I think
good way to get your dog.
yeah,
fix.
not to segue too much, but I think all three of us will have to talk separately after this about something.
Yes,
There's a good dog.
absolutely.
Yeah, so
You may have just witnessed the next collaboration right here.
yeah.
Is there-
Foreshadowing much?
Is there a soccer move called walking the dog? I feel like there can be.
That's yo-yo.
Star Wars. What's that?
Yo-yo.
Look up
Oh,
Are
there
you
you go.
not familiar?
with the yo-yos?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We need a soccer version.
Yeah.
Get in the lab. Oh, we got a ball
What
in
is
here?
walking the dog? Walking
yeah.
the dog with a yo-yo is just like, I don't know what the heck you do to begin with.
Oh, that's the one where it just drops and it
it
spins.
just drops and,
Oh.
and then it comes back up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it just.
Knowledge.
Oh, well, it's out at like an angle, I think. Like you're. Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't
How
think
they
I
do
don't
it.
know at all.
But
Sure.
yo-yo's pretty incredible.
If
Yo-yo's
you can,
pretty
if you can walk the dog with a soccer ball and a yo-yo, same time.
Well,
The impossible.
Let's get Guinness out here. This is a record.
there's got to be someone that can do it. Honestly.
There's an adjudicator for Guinness right up there in Fort Collins. She did the UC Health Ready Set Go
That's
scarf
right.
record that the Rapids set.
Yes.
A mile of soccer scarves.
I saw you guys
together.
talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. So did you witness that then?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what was that whole experience like?
Did you make the scarves yourself, Matt?
I,
As well? What don't you do?
I'm not very dexterous. Is that the word? Fine motor skills like knitting. I can't do that.
And,
I need a drill or a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the creativity does not lie in the hands.
Yeah, no.
You want to cross the board here? Is that all in agreement here?
Yeah.
Dan's not a handyman as well.
Oh.
Oddly enough, yeah, none of us. All of
Uh,
you.
all the traditional things that your dad would have taught you.
Didn't.
I never really
Didn't get it.
did any of
No,
those.
same.
Yeah.
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 I tried, and then he realized that I wasn't interested. So yeah.
My dad said the same thing, oddly enough.
Really?
Shout out dads.
Shout out dads.
Thanks for trying.
Yeah.
You know.
I choose dads. Dad.
That's funny. Our last episode of Pitcast was called "Shout Out Mom" because we interviewed Alex Harris, and I told him, I was like, I don't know if this is inappropriate, but I want to tell you that your mom is one of our most supportive people, like the podcast ever. She likes everything we do. She sends us nice notes, and we've gotten that across the board. Like
That's nice.
I joke, we're your favorite player's mom's favorite podcast.
Come on.
Yeah,
There's
there's
no hard
moms.
feeling.
Moms are so supportive. They're
really are.
amazing. Like
Yeah.
they're the wind beneath our wings. Yeah. Shout out, mom.
Yeah.
Shout out, Mom.
Shout out,
Yes.
moms.
Are we up to
Moms
6
and
cheers now?
I think at least 6 or 7 here.
Who's counting?
Yeah.
I am. That's why I just said that.
Yeah, sure it is 6.
He's got it on lock. I like it. But yeah, the world record scarf. What was the official title for that?
So the longest continuous run of sports scarves. This was set in conjunction with UC Health. Talked to Manny Rodriguez, the CMO for UC Health. Great guy, huge soccer advocate.
Yeah.
Guys should talk to him.
Love that.
Big Atletico Madrid guy. His son's in the academy.
Oh wow.
But Ready Set Go's UC Health's initiative to make Colorado the healthiest state in the continental U. I think the whole U.S. Which
Wow.
you might say I thought it was.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not. It's Massachusetts. And
Oh,
are you allowed to curse on this show?
What are the odds?
Fuck Massachusetts. We should be number one.
This is hilarious right now. He
We
has
should-
no idea.
We should absolutely be number one.
Yeah.
This is too funny.
I think so. That's
Like,
where
Shout out my
I
home
don't. I
state.
don't mean the whole state, but like you guys can't be the healthiest. You guys are sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Like Ben Affleck is not a picture of health.
Sorry. Mark Wahlberg certainly is.
was.
That dude is.
Yeah.
is that
But you know who is? Michaela Schifrin, Lindsay Heaps.
I think it just comes down to popular, and it's a numbers thing, man.
Yeah.
There's just more people.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna fix that. And the Ready Set Go initiative and the scarf is trying to bring more exposure to that, getting Colorado back in the groove, getting people out,
there's always
doing our Michelle Obama 30 minutes a day.
I love that.
As a true and always will be masshole, I respect the shout out. I respect the shout out
Asshole.
and slander.
Yeah, but you're a Coloradan now. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I didn't become for the record, I did not. I was just telling someone last night. You say what you want. I did not become the quintessential bandwagon fan for Colorado sports when I moved here. When you have teams from childhood, man, especially
Yeah.
with the pride that there is in a Bostonian, it's really hard to take out. It's really hard to sacrifice or substitute or even add. It really is. So I'm happy when Denver sports do well. I'm a Rapids fan. There, I said it. Okay, I've been to Rapids games.
You sound like we're in a
Been to
meeting.
tailgate.
Hi, my name's Ian, and
My name's Ian. I'm a Rapids
I'm a
fan.
Rapids fan.
Also New
It's
England.
been
It hurt.
8 days since I've last seen a Rapids game.
Couple weeks.
Make the documentary about his life.
There, I said it.
Yeah.
It came out. All right. But I am such a loyalist to my Boston teams, and that will never, ever, ever change. I'm happy when the city wins.
But that's great though, because Denver is such an expat city that we bring in all of those different sports influences, and like
It just
honestly,
makes the city a better sports city.
the way pro sports cycle through nowadays, your guy's gonna be their guy at some point. You know, like former Panthers, former Patriots that end up a Bronco, or Washington Wizards that come and play for the Denver Nuggets. Like there's a cyclical nature to that. So I think it's just
Do you,
yeah.
speaking of this, do you have a favorite? Two questions. Do you
Oh
have
no,
a favorite?
oh no.
Do you have a favorite? No, no, no. Listen, hear me out. Do you have a favorite sports bar? And I'm curious to know if that's from your hometown teams or here. And then do you have a favorite soccer bar?
So my favorite soccer bar, again, RIP Raíces, was Raíces. I think the way they showcase soccer, showcase community. I don't know if you guys went to that Warm Cookies of the Revolution event where they showed a Champions League game and then talked about what soccer means on a socio-political stage. Check it out, Warm Cookies of the Revolution.
After one of our events.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy? He reached out to us.
Oh, warm cookies. Yeah. Oh,
What's his name? There's a guy that reached out to us.
Yes.
I had no idea what he was talking about, truthfully.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, he stopped by at one of our we set up at the summer event over under the what's it called? The aqueduct or whatever. Viaduct.
Yeah.
Aqueduct.
Aqueduct.
What's the aqueduct? What is that?
That's how you get the water from one city to another in Roman times.
I was close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The viaduct in Denver over by the stadium and by Races. Yeah, there's a summer event that we had a table at, and that guy stopped by and he's like, I might be interested in having you guys come help.
Yeah.
And
And
that
he
was,
emailed us months ago, if
Yeah.
we recall. You had talked to him. I didn't know who it was.
yeah,
Shout out
that guy.
Warm
That-
Cookies of the Revolution.
Yeah.
Go check them out.
Cool.
They're
that
on
guy.
Instagram. But since you mentioned aqueducts / viaducts,
Yeah.
we should get this idea out in the ether.
Okay.
Those viaducts right there by Rice's and Mile High Stadium, where they're just shipping containers and gravel, we should be turning those into mini pitches. They are.
It's a very funny thing. that
They
you
are
would bring
sheltered?
up to us,
Oh,
Matt.
oh.
We actually-
not that we didn't try.
Resistance.
But well, I mean, Empower Field ownership is obviously
They own that land under the viaduct?
Yes, they do.
Interesting.
Yes, they do.
How do they then lease the land out to, say, like the night markets and events that happen there? What
I
about the
think it's-
viaduct across from MSU? We're gonna get down to the bottom of this.
I think it's
I would
a
love that, 'cause
priority
we-
thing. It's like,
We saw.
well, yeah, the night market, there's going to be tons of vendors. There's more money involved. Probably. That's my guess.
That's only and that's
versus-
that's once a year too. Think about it.
Yeah.
That's not a recurring
yeah.
monthly or bi-monthly event at all. It's just annual. I have no idea what else they do with that space.
Shipping containers.
Just the one. That's how we started. That is how
Yeah.
Barefoot Soccer started. That was our first ever event. A year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's
Was
wild.
tabling at that cultural market.
I think that needs to be our next initiative, though. Now that Matt is deeply ingrained
And it's
in
gonna
the fabric of Denver
drive us to
soccer.
victory for the
I
viaduct.
went like so down the rabbit hole in this one. I was like trying to come up with viaducts logos, like ducks vying off. So we
We're
could
just gonna
play on
do duck
words.
murals all over the.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't. What
These
the
are the things that
hell are there
people
ducks on this thing.
they don't understand.
'Cause
Then they
it's the
see it. Then it
viaduct.
becomes ubiquitous with whatever you're doing.
And then we rebrand it as the viaduct.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're just totally
The
forgetting
viaduct.
what the actual things are called at this
Exactly.
point. Just
Viaduct
a
soccer?
viaduct.
Yeah.
Viaduct. Oh my god.
Okay, and so there, you said there's
Jeez. Good stuff.
what do you call it? Shipping containers there.
Mhm.
Renovate those bad boys. Turn them into the little, the soccer office.
Yeah.
The
Co-working space. Well,
Co-working
isn't there a whole
space.
neighborhood in Rhino built out of shipping containers?
Sure.
really.
Yeah. Sure. It sounds right, huh?
Yeah, that sounds about.
That
where it
sounds
would be.
very right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen that.
Okay. Well,
That's very funny though, because Barrio in Austin, you've seen the stuff that I've sent you. They have a shipping container on site that they did do exactly that. They
yeah.
built it into a little soccer like fan zone. Are you familiar with Barrio de
I
Football?
saw your footage from it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, they shout out Edgar and Barrio de Football.
Club de football.
Oh shit.
You really messed it up. No, it's okay.
Yeah. Take that out. We're gonna scratch that part.
Just say it again.
Of Barrio Club de Football
There
in
you go.
Austin has a shipping container in their space where they play behind a Lobster Pro cocktail bar. So yeah, I think it's a must for anyone that considers themselves a soccer aficionado or a street soccer lover, a cultural lover. Like you need to check out that space. I don't care where you are, you need to go see it. It's the coolest little 3v3 court with the shipping container on site that has vintage jerseys inside, that has a little like old little tube TV for playing old video games, and they put on like DVDs in there. Yeah.
I played. Have you guys been to? Sorry, I'm gonna sidetrack because usually.
Please.
Have you been to the History of Colorado Museum?
Mm-mm.
So they did their '90s exhibit, and they have an old tube TV and N64 and 4 controllers to play Mario Kart on.
No.
What? It was wild. It was immediately transferred.
I'm actually trying to get Mario Club. Mario Kart.
Mario Kart Club.
This is going downhill quickly.
I won't tell you what.
Dude, the OG
Yeah,
Mario Kart.
I just talked to my friends. I need to get Mario Kart and N64 back into my life desperately. Need
So
to buy it.
I got the Switch, and so what I'll do, I'll put it on the smaller TV for. Hey, have you played Mario Strikers while watching a soccer match? Like,
No.
it's lit, man.
That's gotta be.
Come on.
No.
Don't knock it till you
Yeah.
try it.
I haven't played Mario Strikers since like old school GameCube.
All right, what are you guys doing this weekend? Mario Strikers tournament?
What am I doing?
Speaking of,
It's Friday night.
this Saturday, here on that screen right there, FIFA for my birthday.
What?
Come through.
FC 26?
I think we gotta ask Key, and I think he said he was gonna get the new one for this. So
Funny enough, not to call you out, but I'm pretty sure nobody but us knows about this yet.
at where?
That this is happening.
Oh, I told everyone on Saturday.
But they
Everybody
I think
knows about
it
this song.
requires any event requires the follow up in the chat.
Oh, sure.
Or every single person that you know and love and respect and believe that you get the same feelings backwards will completely forget about you.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Yeah,
it
for
works.
mine.
Talk about it, guys. Talk
Yeah.
about
That's how it works.
what are your communication styles? What's your love language? It seems like there's a breakdown here.
I'm very detail oriented. I'm extremely detail oriented. If I don't move on the
Feeler?
details, I do feel as though I'm a feeler.
Yeah.
I'm a feeler. That's what Dan says.
What is that? I'm an Enneagram
focus
7.
on that
Something like
segment?
that.
Can we make that the thumbnail like portion of how this video
How's
goes?
feeler?
I'm a feeler.
I'm a soccer feeler. That's
Yeah.
the thumbnail.
He feels through soccer. Understood.
But I'm not going to be allowed to play within so many years.
Yeah, that's-
Certain occasions.
I'm pretty. I feel like I'm relatively critical, or like the first to tell someone that they missed something. Not that I don't miss shit, but I'm just like, that wasn't good enough. No, you got to actually say that part too. Like edit someone else's post. Be like, no, you should say this part as well. So I'm now here telling Dan, you have to go tell people in the chat.
Yeah.
Now.
I will go tell people
Right now.
now. Right now. No.
Right now?
Very
And
shortly.
see, thanks for coming, everyone.
I don't know why this reminded me of time, but I want to be respectful of yours. We probably got a few more minutes here to wrap some things up. We've touched on your role at Street Soccer USA, Pitcast. Any other things that you think would be valuable, and maybe we can kind of wrap it with this. Like, I like to ask the question, like, what's your favorite part about soccer? Whether it's playing, whether it's just being a part of the community, what do you think that is?
I think twofold. One of my favorite parts, and this is just self-aggrandizing, is giving an assist or putting in a shot and then just doing the stoic no celebration. Like zero celebration, just walk back to your position.
Oof.
Like I'm typically a fullback, and just take that slow walk back down to the other end of the field. I feel like it's just like aura.
the veins.
Yeah.
Acts like you've been there.
Yeah.
But I love the after the game.
Yeah.
Sitting, chopping it up with the players. What are we doing for the rest of the day? How's your life? You know, like from your hometown. How's your mother? Like that sort of thing.
You don't talk like that.
Yeah, I think that's no, sorry. Like I feel
I
like
know my whole family doesn't have an accent.
everyone's tired, so like their attention can't wander, and you're really just gotta like hanging out with the people.
Yes. 100%.
That's why we made bear boats. Literally, that's it.
Yeah.
We just want to hang out.
Exactly.
It may seem like we advertise and promote all sorts of different shit. At the end of the day, we actually really just want to hang out.
How can we fund our
Literally,
helmets?
just
Yeah.
do it.
Honestly.
Yeah.
How that's when we talk about how can we do bare bones all the time, full time? It's how can we hang out more soccer people all the time?
Yeah. That's it.
That's
all
pretty much it.
ever
So
want,
we
actually.
all pile our resources together and we start a USL2 team.
Okay. I'm not against that at all.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. Switchbacks have their team. Denver does not have their official USL squad.
Yeah. There's only the only men's team plays in Commerce City. No Denver male soccer team. Shout out actually DU as the playoff tournament, I think, this weekend. Go see DU soccer. They're really
Yes,
fun.
Sick.
I would
Okay.
agree. I've been following them all this time.
Yeah.
This season.
So you're saying there's a market?
Yeah, I think
USL
we do the Portland Hearts Denver version.
Okay.
Hyper local, just super intimate,
Nice.
weird, not afraid to take risks.
Their media
Yeah.
and branding is some of the best I've ever seen in sports.
Yeah.
Shout out to Partland. Partland?
Welcome to Portland. We got hearts of.
Hearts of gold.
God damn it, dude. Why? Why is this so challenging today?
That's
I'm not usually like this.
Portland's above where you're from too. How did your accent go so south?
Arm.
What's even funnier is that my dad's from Portland, so
Oh man.
I'm busy.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna do it again.
Portland,
Hearts of-
Portland, Maine. Portland Hearts of Pine.
Yeah.
And also point
That's
out for the West Coast, I know everyone's on Portland right now, but Oakland Roots
Yeah.
have been doing this since day one. San Diego Loyal,
Yeah.
we're doing
Rest in
that
peace.
until they got.
My family lives in
So-
San Diego, and I never got to see a Loyal game. But I was at home one night, just hanging out. Was like scrolling through ESPN 3. It was like, "What's on tonight?" I'm just bored. Their final game. I saw the last 20 minutes by chance of their last game.
Yeah.
To tune in. Never had seen a minute before, and it ended. I went. That was it.
Yeah.
I witnessed 20 minutes. 20 minutes of San Diego Loyal soccer.
We sent a local homegrown kid, Ollie LaRaz, out on loan to San Diego Loyal. He learned to play soccer with them, learned to surf. He came back. Now he might be venturing off to Europe in this off season. So shout out Loyal.
Amazing. Well, you've already witnessed like 3 different business ideas here with
else?
with
This is just
Matt.
Shark Tank.
This is Soccer Shark Tank.
Yeah.
I love this. Matt, it was a pleasure having you on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Drew.
Always love chatting with you
And
guys.
of course, we'll have one more cheers to send it off.
Number 9.
Number 9.
To us.
Bada bing. See you on the next one, y'all.
Oh, almost forgot.
Oh, he's got to do his
As one does. Where are we at? Got to remind him one more time. Right here.
Oh,
Peace out, y'all.